What is going on, guys? Broken Prophet here, and welcome back to the vlog. Here is hoping that you guys are having an amazing Friday. I think it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday right now. I'm often having to check the date. So anyway, I've been promising you guys this video for a long time, but I have a noonie and I have a Wreck-It Ralph, and there's a lot going on. And I have a webinar that's coming up, and I have a money working that's going to be going on tomorrow, October the 11th. Community money working. So there's been a lot going on, a lot of moving parts in this equation. But I promise you, here comes this video. But stay tuned to the end because we are going to talk about this upcoming webinar that you are going to want to be a part of. But let's get into the heart of the video, what you're here for, which is simple yet brutally effective Hoodoo road opening workings. Now, when I say simple but effective, a lot of times when I teach people real Hoodoo, they'll look and they'll say, "That's all." And I'm like, it doesn't have to be overly complicated. It's the marketeers that sold everyone on things being complicated. The reality is that our ancestors did not have a lot, and especially not have a lot of time. So the workings had to be effective, simple, and quick. And so that is what Hoodoo is. So with that being said, let's get into some core Hoodoo road opening workings. Now, to understand what a road opening does, you have to understand the Hoodoo belief that life is just one long road from the cradle to the grave. And as we walk along that road of life, well, sometimes through our actions or inactions, there's Noonie, our actions or inactions, things block our travel down the road. Or if it doesn't block us from traveling, it blocks the things that are meant for us to travel to us, like money, love, good luck, health, and things like that. So what a road opening does is it moves those blockages out of the way so that we can continue traveling forward, evolving, growing, living life, and our blessings can continue to travel towards us. So that being said, let's get into the first one, which is super simple, and we all know it because I've said it several times on live streams. If you do not know a working, you can always substitute a candle, oil, and incense. If you don't know what type of herbs, no worries. Just get you a road opening candle, dress it lightly. Don't poke holes in it. Don't do all that stuff you see on TikTok or whatever. Just put a little bit on your finger, rub it along the inside, stand away from the wick, pray the 23rd Psalm, and light it. And while you're doing that, burn some road opening incense and think about what it is that you feel blocked with and that you want to have happen. Meaning, you feel blocked in financial department, you want money to flow. That's super simple. But sometimes, let's just say that it's money. If it's money, you may not have access or the means to buy like the candle, the oil, the incense. What if you only have money for one? I got you. If you only have, like, say, money for only the incense in and of itself can be a working if used a certain way. Now, the way that I always tell people to do it, if you only have road opening incense, right? Take you a sheet of paper and you can tear it up in a bunch of pieces, or you can use a bunch of different sticky notes and write down the things that I'm talking about. Like, say, my finances are blocked, my love life is blocked, my health is blocked. Whatever it is that you feel stuck in, you will write that down each on its own sheet of paper. And then you'll put it down into something that is fire safe. Obviously, you don't want to burn incense on a styrofoam or paper plate, right? So you put it down in something fire safe. So you're going to put the sheets of paper down in there. And then you're going to take 2 or 3 teaspoonfuls of the incense, and you're going to put it right down on top of the paper. So you're going to have the bowl, paper, incense on top. Put the incense in a little pile. It makes it burn better. Okay. Then you're going to recite the 23rd Psalm, and you're going to light the incense. Now, I sell on at trueconjure.com self-lighting incense. It doesn't light by itself, but means all you do is put the fire directly to the incense. Some incense you need to put on top of a charcoal block. You can even put this on top of a charcoal block if you want to. It's just not necessary. So after you have put the paper down, you put the incense down, and then you recite the 23rd Psalm and then light the incense, you're obviously going to get smoke coming up. So then what you want to do, put the bowl down on the floor. And then you know how the hokey pokey, put your left foot in, left foot out. You're going to put your left foot, then your right foot in the smoke. Okay? You don't have to hold it there. Just let the smoke hit your feet and say, may the roads be open so that I can travel towards my blessings, and may the roads be, may I, my feet be cleansed from walking towards the things that are causing me to be blocked in these areas, you know, the ones you put on the paper. And then you're going to let the smoke cleanse your hands. You're going to say, let my roads be open so that I may grasp opportunity that are now being sent and opened up to me, and let my hands be cleansed from engaging in the things that are blocking me in these areas. Okay, and then finally, you are going to let the smoke go over your head. Now you can pick the bowl up at this point if it's easier, and let the smoke go over your head and say, let me be cleansed of the thoughts that are keeping me blocked and held and bound and restricted. But let my mind and my eyes now be open to see the new opportunities so that I can take advantage of them. Okay. Now, this is especially important because sometimes we do a road opening and it's effective. Opportunities come to us, but we don't see them. We don't recognize them. Like, I cannot recognize when someone is flirting with me. Like, but my homeboys would be like, Lou, she was on you, boy. And I'm like, really? I thought she was just being friendly. So this will help you to see opportunities, and then it'll also open up your heart, meaning, not love heart, but your guts, so that you can pull the trigger and actually seize the day, seize that opportunity. So that is instance working. Number two, I guess, road opening working number two. But what if you only have money for the oil? If you only have money for the oil, well, this is actually a lot simpler because the oil will open the roads to whatever you put it on. Now, if you're going to an interview, then you can obviously put a dab or two behind your ears. And that works because road opening oil can work like cologne or perfume. And this works especially in today's date and time when a lot of the things are online. Or if you're going to like a Zoom interview or something like that. But if you are old school like me and you going in, and I actually encourage y'all to do this, fill out a physical application and take that oil and put it on dot, kind of like the five, the like the five spots on a dice, dot, then dot in the center. Okay, think about the five on a die, dice or die. When it's one, it's die, right? Anyway, y'all help me out in the comment section, and then you send that in. Well, what if you want your road opening to love? Well, you don't have to write a love letter, but what you can do, and this is a little secret, I can't believe I'm teaching y'all, but y'all know these things right here. When you want somebody to call you, pull up their contact, open it up, and then one, two, three, four, five, right on the back of your phone, and just set it down and watch them reach out to you. Okay, so really, if you're going on a first date, put a couple of drops on your hands and shake hands, give hugs. See, them roads be opened. Okay. Now, if you're actually going out and looking for work and you're on that job hunt, well, then you can put it on your shoes. Just a few drops or a couple of dots on the bottoms of your shoes to help to lead you to opportunities. But it also helps to cleanse you from the places that may have closed your roads in the first place. Because a lot of times it's the people we hang out with, the places we go that close our roads because we collect a lot of negative energy. Okay. Now, here's a bonus. And it's a bonus just to kind of poke fun at the marketeers because y'all know I love doing that. And that is, y'all will always ask me about cinnamon and coffee and hot pepper because you think that it will speed workings up. Cinnamon, coffee, hot pepper do not speed every working up. Because if it did, we would put it in every working. That'd be the first thing you do because you heard it makes it happen faster. That is not how it works. I got Noonie right here. But here's something that you can do 100% across the board. So, what you'll do is you'll take a red candle and you'll put a little bit of road opening oil on it. Just a line. It doesn't matter whether you go up, go down, doesn't matter, write your name, whatever. Just put the oil on the candle, but only a little bit. You don't want it glistening. And then you burn this candle while you're doing any other working. Literally any other working. It can be a love drawing, luck drawing, money drawing, protection, cleansing, cursing, whatever. And it will help open the roads to make that working all the more effective. And that does apply across the board. Y'all are welcome. Okay, so hopefully you got some value from this video. Now let's talk about this upcoming webinar that I have on October the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a protection, cleansing, and graveyard work webinar. Now I think a lot of people think that it is just going to be negative, right? Absolutely not. That is like a misconception that you only go to the graveyard for negative workings. So let's talk about this upcoming webinar. A lot of people think that because I said this webinar is going to be on protection, cleansing, and graveyard working, that it is a negative webinar or a negative working webinar. It's not. You don't have to only go to the graveyard or the cemetery for hexing, cleansing, cursing, negative workings. No. As a matter of fact, I'll be showing you in this webinar how to go to the cemetery for money, how to go to the cemetery for health, how to go to the cemetery for love. See, a lot of people forget that hoodoo is very necromantic and we don't only petition the dead for negative things, okay? Or the energy of the cemetery for negative things. And then we'll also go over protections. Protections are just not something you put up for attack. Protections can keep you from losing things through your own inactions. It's kind of like an insurance policy, okay? Cleansings, well, cleansings do kind of just do one thing. That's take away negativity or whatever. But it's not just negativity from attacking. It can be negativity that keeps you from money, negativity that keeps you from love, things of that nature. Okay, so trust me, you're going to want to be a part of this upcoming webinar. And the early bird special ends this weekend. It ends this weekend, and then it will go up to its full price of $45 because everyone who takes part in this upcoming webinar will get some graveyard dirt. Y'all come book your seat. All right. So with that being said, like I said before, hopefully you got some value from this video. Thank you for being patient. Y'all have a good one. God bless and profit out.